partners? Welcome to Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. In this episode, excerpts from Midsummer Night's Dream. How now, fair spirit? Whither wander you? The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She hath never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wilds. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlit sheen. But they do square that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there. I am that merry wanderer the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, nay, and in the likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt to own the saddest tale. Sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir holds their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But, room fairy, here comes Oberon. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, utter in such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music. That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see where Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell upon a little western flower, before milk-white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league. Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it on her eyes. The next thing then she wakened looks upon, be it on lion or bear or wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love, and ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference. Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave to me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more on this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest buck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends ere long. Thou spuck a liar call. So, good night to you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. Our works tonight were excerpts from A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Produced, edited, and read by Scott Paladin. Audio copyright 2021, Scott Paladin.